Looking back at what happened in Michigan State's 38-18 loss to Notre Dame and a look ahead to next week's Big Ten opener at home against Iowa. 3 things we learned. Turnover turmoil. The Spartans' 3 turnovers, which led to 3 Notre Dame touchdowns, stuck out like a big, sore thumb according co-offensive coordinator Dave Warner. But it goes beyond just coughing up the ball. The Spartans did not force a turnover, and they have not caused an opponent to fumble yet in 3 games. That leaves MSU with an 8-2 turnover deficit on the season, with interceptions by Tyson Smith against Bowling Green and Josiah Scott against Western Michigan. Coach Mark D'Antonio's best defense create turnovers, as evidenced by the Spartans' 28-14 positive margin during the 2015 run to a Big Ten title and college football playoff berth. A lot of yellow. The Spartans committed 9 penalties that cost them 97 yards, which includes 6 flags for 67 yards in the first half as they fell behind by 21 points at intermission. One of the hallmarks of D'Antonio's most successful teams has been discipline, and MSU had just 7 penalties for 55 yards through their first 2 games. There were a few questionable calls, including a late hit on the sideline as a runner was going out of bounds. But there were 3 holding calls among the 5 penalties on the offense. 3rd down fluctuations. MSU entered the game as the nation's best defense on 3rd down, having allowed a 10.7% conversion rate through 2 games. The Fighting Irish converted 8 of 14 opportunities Saturday, with 3 of them coming on touchdown drives. The Spartans' offense, however, showed improvement and turned 11 of 19 third downs into conversions, as well as 1 of 2 fourth down chances. They are up to 26.1%, 11 of 42, on 3rd down through 3 games. Fast facts matchup: Michigan State, 2-1, 0-0 Big Ten, versus Iowa, 3-1, 0-1 when, 4 p.m. Saturday. Where? Spartan Stadium, East Lansing.TV/radio, Fox, WJRAM, 760. Line, TBD. Know the foe. The Hawkeyes took number 4 Penn State to the wire and appeared to have an upset in hand when Trace McSorley found Jawan Johnson as time expired to give the Nittany Lions a 21-19 victory Saturday in Iowa City. Iowa entered Big Ten play after wins over Wyoming, Iowa State, and North Texas. It has not been easy, though. The Hawkeyes are getting outgained for the season, 396 to 367 yards per game, but they have converted nearly 44% of their third down chances and 6 of 7 on fourth down. Akrum Wadley's 84.5 yards per game, with 2 touchdowns, leads Iowa's 155.5 yards per game rushing attack. Quarterback Nate Stanley is 64 of 105 for 846 yards and a sterling 12-1 touchdown-to-interception ratio. And linebacker Josie Jewell continues to anchor the Hawkeyes' defense with a team-high 44 tackles, 2 sacks, an interception, 4 pass breakups and a fumble recovery. Iowa, however, allows nearly 250 passing yards per game. 3 things to watch: resiliency tested, when Notre Dame's Julian Love picked off Brian Lewerke and ran it back for a TD, MSU's sophomore QB immediately led the Spartans on a scoring drive to answer. That's in-game resiliency. The young Spartans' resolve will be tested in a different manner coming off their first loss of the season. Their ability to leave Notre Dame in the past and not think ahead to Michigan will be paramount this week as they prepare for Iowa. Bocce bothered, sophomore linebacker Joe Bocce, who has battled a hip pointer since the spring, was in and out of Saturday night's game. He briefly left the Spartans' win over Western Michigan 2 weeks earlier, though he said after that game that it was not an issue. Bocce finished with a season-low 4 tackles. Return watch: MSU has handed punt duties to true freshman Lawrence Nelson, who did not make a return on the 4 he received and nearly muffed one of them. After many people had left the stadium or turned off the TV, the Spartans used another rookie, Andre Welch, on a kickoff return late in the fourth quarter, making the East Kentwood product the 12th true freshman to play. Welch has a ton of speed and could supplant Darrell Stewart, who has become MSU's most valuable receiver. For kick returns. Contact Chris Solari, solari@freepress.com. Follow him on Twitter @ChrisSolari. Download our Spartans Extra app for free on Apple and Android devices.